word.
The word tonight.
Watch the word.
The word. The word. Watch the word.
On the word tonight.
The word.
On the word tonight, 20 editions of the show mercilessly squeezed into one fun-packed hour. All the stars, all the big bands, all the talent, and even the bits that went wrong. I'm all overcome, believe you me. Welcome to a special edition of The Word, and tonight we're going to relive some of those golden moments that have made the show the raciest, bolshiest, and most talked about show on TV. And, well, remember, we are tasteful. In fact, slicker than snot on a doorknob.
Well, I wouldn't put it quite like that, but if you had to sit next to Terry for a whole hour on this hot pink sofa, you too would be inspired to be as witty and amusing as all the other guests have been.
Sometimes I arrive at a show and I say to myself, you know, Frank, right, because I'm a bit deaf. I say to him, Frank, I say, do a nice, clean family show. But it's like there's a little man inside me, you know. Not every night, but... but maybe tonight, mate, eh? Give you an example. Even, you know, you get political comedians, right, and they do stuff about... Now, I was watching the Tory party conference this year, and Mrs Thatcher came on stage, always popular. And, exactly. I was sorry to see, I wanted her to go, but not that way, you know. I had my heart set on an assassination. But she came on stage, not literally, but she came on the stage. She might have, who knows. And she had the blonde hair, you know, good legs, and it was a bit like a Madonna concert there for a minute. And I thought, any minute now, she's going to grab the old pubic section and sing Material Girl, you know, because they don't call her Thatch for nothing, you know.
Have you ever been a bit of a, you know, a bit of a hunk as far as women were concerned?
What, punks and all of that stuff?
A hunk.
What's a honk, man? Only
handsome, sexy guy.
Let me tell you something. The only honk I know is when you do that on your horn, you know you honk. Honk.
Now, Jean-Paul, you've designed a couple of outfits for Amanda and my good self.
You want me to explain a little how it is like?
Yes, yeah, so
quickly. That's for you, Terry. It's like a kind of short skirt over a trouser and with a black turtleneck. You should look very nice and sexy like that.
No codpiece, and that's
for you, it's like a corset for pregnancy corset.
Thank you very much.
So sexy, you have to see your little stomach bump.
My little bump?
Yeah.
When I did all that sort of thing, I wasn't that sort of voluptuous and sexy or whatever, you know.
Hey, lying.
I mean, when I was that age, I was like a drink of water. I didn't have anything here, nothing here, you know. And nobody really fancied me.
Did you? Did you have to chat the lads up there?
I did. I always chatted lads up, and I think that I frightened them off a lot of the time.
How did you used to do it?
I don't know really. I just sort of went up and said, "Oh, I think you're really nice." You know,
They'll be kicking
I would better
themselves
dance
now.
then, you know, and they go, "Oh no, love, I think I'll just stand at the bar and have a pint." You know?
When you were at school, were you not into football then? Were you just into, like, getting records?
I had better things to do with my balls.
Ha! I must say this, Kylie Minogue.
There's a few boos out there. Well, why? Because, I mean, she can sing, can't she?
No, she can't sing. No, she can't. Okay? She's about 5 feet 2 inches. And she can't sing. I'm sorry, Kylie, but you can't sing.
You know, people shouldn't slag Kylie off. It's a terrible thing to slag Kylie off.
We love her.
You know, just because, you know, it's really not a good idea.
Well, you know what this industry's like, Terry. A lot of sexual favours, you know. Are you ready? Bit of audience participation after 3. Lana, I would love to penetrate you deeply after the show. 1, 2, 3.
You've actually confessed recently, very naughtily in a way, to being bisexual.
I don't remember doing that. Yes, that is true. I don't remember doing that.
I did it, so it was me.
Line.
Or should I go that way?
You get that way.
I don't think. I mean, Elton John did it in 1975. I don't think it's. I think he did it long before then. Yeah, no, but he confessed to it, you know. And I just think, you know, it's no big deal, is it? These days, I can't imagine anybody getting funny about it.
No. When I knew that you were going to interview me, I went out and I got myself a Terry Christian do-it-yourself interview kit.
Oh, that's good. This is good. This
As
is
you
good.
can see, it's wonderfully cheap. And what it is, it's got the first 3 questions that you're going to ask.
Go on, go on.
And it's, how much money do you earn?
Oh, hey,
That's cobblers, I'm not going to tell you, all right? So why did you leave your roots in Birmingham? Cobblers, I'm not going to tell you. And the third one, what was it like sleeping with Michelle Pfeiffer? Cobblers, I'm not going to tell you. There you go, Terry.
I'm a professional, you know, and I can work with anybody. If people come cool with me, I'll be cool with them. See, I don't have no image problem. I don't go around being tough. That's my character. You know, I'm a humble guy. People know what I mean. Guys have called me sissy. They say, hey, Mr. T, you a sissy. I don't argue with that. That's his opinion. You see what I mean? I'm too sharp mentally. You know, that's what I tell people. Just because somebody call you a name, that don't make you that. They say, Mr. T is a jerk. Did that make me a jerk because you say I'm a jerk? That's why people get in a fight. Don't have to argue with nobody. Guys say, you ain't so tough, Mr. T. I'm not tough. A tough guy can't go to the hospital like I do. A tough guy don't spend time with a burned patient like I do. So I'm not tough. I'm tough but tender.
In addition to the usual Hollywood hoi polloi, we love to feature regular, ordinary folk on this show. People like you and me. People who enjoy culture, art, and sophistication.
This is Church Down Under style, not a holy place, but a raging afternoon club in North London where thirsty Australasians down 10,000 tinnies in under 3.5 hours. Why do you come here every Sunday?
Because I want to get shit-faced.
But the real party starts when the punters make their own fun.
We have a baby bottle drinking competition, and we have the fake orgasm competition. We had a stick competition, which you hold a stick up, turn around 15 times, and it gives you the feeling of being extremely pissed.
Hey, what the hell? I'm used to a lot of stick, and I did fancy a bit of a twirl. And finally, to top it all off come the tops.
Where's a cold shower when you need one?
Question. What's the hippest, kinkiest place to be kissed Christmas? Answer.
Work it.
Kinky Galinky. It's the biggest glam drag ball in Britain, and queens of all shapes and sizes are queuing up in the piercing cold for a chance to rock their frocks off inside.
Well done, chicks. It's fabulous.
Okay, girls, get ready.
Yes, these chicks come with dicks, because this is drag night of the year.
I'm Jim Bell, and I work for Tunnel Refineries.
By day, fat slob Jimmy Bell opens the valves at a London sugar refinery. It's man's work. But by night, he transforms into the beautiful Julia.
He doesn't need all spare time. That's what up to him, look, you know?
Yeah, looks good, though, yeah. So what does Jim's partner think of Julia?
I shook all over, actually. First time I ever found out, but then he's still Jim, isn't he? So it doesn't really matter.
In 6 hours, Jim Bell will be back on D shift. But tonight, he's a dancing queen. And that's what is so special about Kinky Galinky.
Apparently women these days, they don't just want men with a good body. They want a guy with a brain, not to mention a big dick and a big wallet. So anyway, we've got 10 blokes from all the universities in England to come and take part in our Mr. University.
Yes, the ultimate challenge, it's the catwalk. She's 21, unfit and a couch potato. But yes, the crowd love this. Chris Kodak and women are blowing their knickers on the stage. He's an American gentleman facing. He's 22, he plays US football and goes out with a top model.
What about you? Why did you enter?
I wanted to get my tattoo out live on television.
Go on then, get it out.
Mr. University
92.
is 92 is Mr. Bristol.
feeling?
I don't know, I've just lost the words totally.
Meet Roy Chubby Brown. Sporting his patchwork suit and flying helmet, this 44-year-old from Redcar, Middlesbrough has become a foul-mouthed comic cult.
The word fuck was never a new word to me. It was used all the time at home.
Any of you ladies having trouble with the old clitoris? Come and see Roy after the show. I'm not an experienced gynecologist, but I'll have a fucking good look at it for you.
A lot of men make a lot of assumptions about what's sexist and feminist towards women, insulting to women, you know. 50% of my audiences are women, you know. I'm a bit of a heartthrob.
See, us men know we were only put on this earth because vibrators can't get a fucking round of drinks in.
Complaints. That's all I ever hear about this program, week after week. And frankly, I'm fed up with it. So I have a load of your whiny little letters here and my maps of Britain. And I'm going to pick out one of you bellyachers, go over to your house live tonight, and see if you have the guts to complain to my face. Hello, are you Adrian Sevior?
Sevier, I am indeed, yes.
And you're assistant manager of W.H. Smith?
That's correct, get the plug in, yes.
Yes? Well, I hear that you don't like The Word, and I'm Katie Puckrick from The Word.
Come on in.
Can I come in?
Come on in indeed,
okay.
yes.
Hello.
This is Yorkshire hospitality.
So what's your problem with the show? You were complaining about it. I've got the evidence right here.
The letter indeed. Well, you showed a video of the Bay City Rollers.
Yeah?
I don't think you give them enough time.
Adrian's a Bay City roller maniac. He even has his own shrine where he worships the Scottish supergroup. But he never met his idols before now.
Adrian Sevier, you know what? On The Word, dreams really do come true because we have, for your edification, Nick, come to play!
Eric!
It's Eric, your dream date.
This group are the group for the 90s. Never mind you kids on the block. We are talking Roller Mania for the 90s.
And the roller mania started right there.
Right here in Adrian's kitchen. Dum 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 dum. Adrian, we love you too. Bye bye, baby, baby, goodbye.
They're going to be big in '92. That's the Bay City Rollers playing live there in Adrian Seaver's kitchen in Leeds. And Adrian did write to us originally because he thought we'd treated the Bay City Rollers unfairly in our gossip section. Well, I mean, if you've watched that every week, who do you think we ever treat unfairly in gossip?
The following information on star-sensitive stories is for operational use only. All the guys love beautiful Whitney Houston. But how does she cope with those unwanted advances? Whitney was gobsmacked during this memorable encounter with the lusty Serge Gainsbourg on a French TV show back in the 80s.
I said I want to fuck her.
Oui, alors, je vais vous traduire. Non. He said you are great. Il dit que vous êtes très jolie. Non. Non, il a dit ça, mais ça lui arrive de temps en temps. Je peux pas vous traduire ce qu'il a dit. Il a dit, j'aimerais bien vous offrir des fleurs.
Pas du tout, j'ai dit, je voudrais bien l'apaiser.
Il a dit...
The score. 10 out of 10 to the interviewer for trying so hard. 1 out of 10 to Serge for his no-frills seduction technique.
I said I want to fuck her.
Showbiz quiz. Why did Arnie blush? Because 20 years ago, he foolishly flaunted his trouser snake during a photo session. And now, the whole of America's giggling. Separated at birth. The Duchess of York, Tommy Cooper.
Sizzle Beach, USA, the film that everybody is applauding all over the world.
Yes, it's a low-budget surf and sex flick full of glamorous pumping bodies. But who's that wearing the stupid hat? My, it's Kevin Costner.
You own this place, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And why didn't you want me to know about it?
Well, because LA women seem to be very impressed with money, so I like to keep a very low profile.
Kevin's great thespian talent was not yet fully developed, but he's frightfully good at this. Terrific. but we want Kevin on the show, so we're not going to show you any more. However, we think he deserves an award for the best snog.
Long live the movies. Thank you.
In part two, we meet Sean Penn, Denzel Washington, and see a man escape from a washing machine before it hits the spin cycle.
But first, do you remember around Christmas time when we asked you, our eager beaver viewers, to contribute some very crazy party tricks? And do you remember that I asked you what you could do with this and this? Well, shh, don't answer. Just watch this, and remember, don't try this at home. Paul Russell is an insurance salesman with an interest in rubber. Now, Paul, what are you going to do?
Blow it up over my head.
Now, is this a rubber glove? An ordinary household rubber glove?
I don't think I should be here myself.
I don't think this is something you should try at home, but tonight. I mean, are they all shaped like that in your experience? One trick in particular with sperm catchers has been catching on in a big way. Kids, children, young people, don't try this at home unless both parents are present, because they'll want to join in too.
Mine's dead.
Take it away. Well, that's a charming thought at Christmas.
We go.
Now, wait, this is hygienic, strictly speaking, but okay, that's just quite enough. I'm not sure if we want to encourage this kind of thing, but now, for the first time on British television, haha, we can present for you synchronized condom flossing. Take it away, boys. Well, I don't know. Their innards are certainly a lot cleaner than their joysticks.
That is like the vilest thing,
But I
I think.
thought you were supposed to put them over your willy.
Which one of these TV presenters lost his virginity in a pair of flip-flops in Newquay? Was it Philip Schofield, Jonathan Ross, Clive James, or Jim Bowen? Find out after the break.
The Word. Lucozade for the human race.
Do you like that?
Yeah?
Do you like this one?
Yeah, looks nice.
I'm not sure. What about these?
I like them if you like them.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing, I'm just hungry, that's all.
You're always hungry, you are.
Yeah,
What do you think if I had high shoes? Like, you know, sort of...
You like that?
I do like it, but
Well,
do
let's
you?
have that then. I love it, really. Honestly.
He's
really.
driving me mad. Well, look.
Big Mac. I'll have a Big Mac, please.
100% beef, 100% big. Sometimes only a Big Mac will do.
If you get a milkshake, I can have some of it.
No, the choice is yours.
What do you think?
Deeply dip about the curves you got. Deeply hot, hot for the curves you got. Deeply dip about the fun we had. So don't talk, just kiss. Weary on words and sound. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I am too sexy for Milan.
There is only one chocolate that feels like silk. Flowing smoothly, melting slowly, lingering sumptuously. The experience is silk. The chocolate is galaxy.
Our Price Music have a new album which is breaking hearts. Everything But the Girl, Rod Stewart, Lisa Stansfield. Whitney Houston, Elton John, the Eagles. Breaking hearts, because the best part of breaking up is when you're making up at Our Price Music.
But the best part of the day was in the bar later on. It was grand to warm up by the fire and talk it over again. Wish every day could be like it.
In receipt of a Motability allowance, at Irish Road Motors you could drive away the new Fiesta with no deposit in our 3-year lease plan. Monthly payments are then covered by your Motability allowance.
We asked you, which one of these stars lost his virginity in a pair of flip-flops at Newquay? The answer is Philip Schofield.
The Word.
I love the enthusiasm, and welcome back to those precious moments of this series of The Word. Now, while every week I sit here wearing a shiny patch of my trousers, squirming in the old hot seat, Katie, Amanda and our new girl, Danny, have been out cavorting with the stars in various exotic locations.
I'm so excited. They've sent me all the way to Tinseltown to meet bad boy Sean Penn. There's so much we can talk about. There's Madonna, their marriage, and his love of the press.
I just hope he doesn't slug me. Are you uncomfortable with your celebrity status?
Put in your mind a person, say yourself, being followed day in and day out by another person who you don't know. There's no camera. Let's just say it's a body following you. Everywhere you go, at the restaurant, coming up to your door, looking in your windows, looking through your trash. And there's little or no legal recourse. And it goes on, and it goes on every day of your life. Would you kill that person if you had to get them out of your life? Or would you just let them intrude on your life every day? If somebody's gonna follow me around, I'm gonna stop them.
Sean,
Yes?
what's your favorite position to sleep in?
No. You keep asking questions like that, you're gonna find out.
Donna! Oh, sorry to barge in. Come on in.
Excuse me, I'm getting ready.
Oh,
getting ready.
you're such a classy lady. I didn't know whether it came out of a bottle or...
Oh, yes, it tries.
Well, no, you got the natural stuff, don't you?
I try. How are you? I like your hair.
Well, thanks a lot. Well, you know, I'm a fan. I was trying to emulate. Tell me your lipstick secrets. What color do you have tonight?
Well, I have about 50 different colors, but I only got 4 or 5 out today, see?
Oh!
Yes.
So is that going to make you deliver the goods?
Oh, well, I hope to.
So do you have any special tips for how you warm up for a performance? Anything you like to do?
Well, one of the things I do is I always try to gargle with vinegar. Yeah, I mean, vinegar and water, apple cider vinegar and water, it helps.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, what about any sort of vocalizing?
Why? You want to sing?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Me, 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 me.
Me, 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 me.
You're a pro.
Oh, I don't know. I think I need a few. I'd like to share a hot tip with you. And
Yes,
when I warm
yes.
up for a big performance, a private one that is, what I like to do is get down and warm up with the big, bad, beautiful, the Buddha of Love, Barry White.
Oh, I love him too.
What's an ideal evening of love?
I may look
for
at you a certain way, you may look a certain way. I may have been thinking about something all day. It depends on the circumstance. But when I come home, this is my kingdom, and this is where I reign. And if I'm in that mood, you will know as soon as I get home. Now, whether we get to it then or later, that's up to you and how you want to handle it. But you will know that I am in the mood.
I have a feeling that I'll know when you're in the mood.
You're funny.
You're late. She was late. She was late. What do you think we should do? She was late. She wasn't here on time. Should she be flogged? You have to write in or call in. Should she be...
Will you flog me?
Wait.
So where do you keep your Oscar?
I don't know where it is. It's in the house.
You don't know where it is?
It's on my desk.
That's so blasé. I don't know where my Oscar is. It's like, you know.
No, wait. I left it
You
in
didn't
the car.
bring it? Oh, shucks.
Where do you keep your Oscar?
I don't have one yet.
They're justified and they're ancient. I hope you understand.
Well, what about, let me just stop. Obviously, your fans are trying to get a hold of you. You know what I love about these hotel rooms is they always have these really great toiletries. Do you ever take these home with you?
I take them everywhere I go. I've got baskets of them at home.
Do you mind if I just take some of
No,
these?
you can have a few
Okay.
of those.
Well, do you want to just go ahead? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Are you getting them all?
I just like to leave the place the way I found it, Tammy. So I don't want you to have a bad impression of my manners.
Hi, Jason. How's it going?
Yep, this is the dressing room of America's sexiest star. He was in New York rehearsing a TV show, and I caught up with him backstage. And I asked the questions every teenage American would love to ask. How does he handle all the girls lusting after his input?
Well, I try to be as accommodating as possible. No,
Jason faces serious competition for the spotlight from his equally hunky co-star, Luke Perry. But Jason has things under control.
It won't be in the papers for a couple weeks, but actually, Luke just had a tragic industrial accident. So, you know, any rivalry that was there is now over. You know, and it was, you know, I mean, I'll admit that I did it. You know, so there was some, but you know, it's taken care of now, so we don't have to worry about it.
Dolph, when you did Rocky IV, they actually asked you to actually punch Sly Stallone, and you knocked him out, didn't you?
Oh, I had to. I was the bad guy, you know? And
Yeah,
I
but
paid
you-
for it, so.
But you hurt him.
He was only in the hospital for, what, 2 weeks?
He was in the hospital 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
all.
any way to treat a friend? I ask you. Can you go here and act real nerdy? There you go, Dolph Lundgren acting nerdy. This might not look much like a Florida bungalow to you, but inside they serve the best cheesecake and gossip in town. Come in and meet my girlfriends.
Just guess what they were talking about.
Miami's sordid sex scene. Who's to blame? That's her. She's the one.
Do you get suggestive fan mail? Anything repeatable or?
I see what you mean by suggestive mail. No, we get all
I mean,
kinds.
you didn't get that right away?
No, we get.
Okay.
There's a man who writes me from prison, and there's another man who would take me back to. He would take me back to Sicily with him if I clean up my mouth. He said I have a dirty mouth, and he doesn't want his family to meet me that way. And the guy in prison wants a picture of me in a bathing suit, so I discounted him altogether.
Well,
Tom, is it goodbye?
yeah, afraid so.
You've been a real dream date.
Thanks. So have you, babe.
Babe. He called me babe.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to Germany, so Auf Wiedersehen. Mein Liebchen. That's about as much German as I know.
That's as much German as you need to know.
Anyway, you know, we're in the park, and I would ordinarily pick you a flower, but I give you this memento, this maple leaf, to remind you of Canada.
That's beautiful, Tom.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Word. Thank you very much. Now, we've had knocking on for 60 bands in this series, many of them flying in, especially from overseas, including the first ever live British TV appearance of a band that went on to be probably the biggest new rock band in the world, Nirvana.
I'm a racial attack in disguise, so give my money back. I like Nike, but wait a minute. My neighborhood supports, so put some money in it. A corporation's own, they gotta give them the dough to my town, or else we gotta shut them down. I shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down. I shut them down. 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 All the way. Shut them down. Shut them down. Down, down, down. Shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down.
This wasn't supposed to happen. I was happy by myself. Accidentally, you seduced me. I'm in love again. I lie in my bed, totally still, my eyes wide open. I'm in rapture. I don't believe this. I'm in love. Yes, wasn't supposed to happen. I've been hit with your charm. How could you do this to me? I'm in love again.
The most popular part of the show that doesn't feature me is Gossip, where every week we feature famous people in moments they'd hoped everybody had forgotten. But we've got good memories.
The following information on star-sensitive stories is for operational use only. Wow, it's disco diva Kathy Dennis. But everyone has to start somewhere, and where better than the Norwood Rooms nightclub in Norwich, where Kathy and her family used to be the resident band. Here they are back in 1987. Rock and roll. Separated at birth. Princess Anne, Brad Pitt. Stallone film retrospective. Just how big is Sylvester Stallone? Now's your chance to find out. We're proud and pleased to present one of his rare early film roles. We know Sly will be delighted to learn that it's now available on video.
Stud's body really turns me on. His muscles are so hard, they make me tingle all over.
We can't show you any of the rude bits, but here's some great dialogue.
You know, I sometimes thought I once knew a great secret, but somehow I forgot.
What a tremendous performance. While we are interested in the film for purely artistic reasons, some people just want to look at this. Well, he did say he only had a small part in the movie.
Still to come tonight, more word golden moments featuring that sensitive new man, John Lydon.
I also ought to remind you, really, that we have worked with a lot of animals on this show, probably more than David Attenborough.
Andy has a very special talent. He really likes to get his teeth into his act. In fact, yes, you guessed it, Andy munches maggots. Yeah, yes, sirree, Bob.
You ready for this? Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? Come on, do you want it?
I mean, well, how did you ever get started doing such a thing?
Since puberty, really. It's just developed, you know what I mean?
What do they taste like?
Like shit.
Which of these offenses has Grace Jones been arrested for? Drinking, swearing, assault, or possession of an illegal weapon? Find out after the break.
Word.
Cream Silk with Provitamin B5 has a 2-in-1 that helps give extra body to your hair day after day. Cream Silk's new shampoo for extra body.
Poor Michelle. She has caught the cold of Claude. She smells nothing. She has the bunged-up nose, and she's out of tunes. Tunes release menthol vapors that flow through the sinuses to clear the head, helping the breathing more easily. Yes, Michelle is out of tunes. Claude, as we can see, is not. Mentholated tunes help you breathe more easily.
I'm so sorry.
Did you pick up my suit? Dishwasher's broken again. What's for supper?
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Take out T-C-B. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. It's ours. It's ours.
It's our home.
With our new first-time buyer mortgage, you really can make your home buying dreams come true. Happy National, the habit of a lifetime.
You do something to me.
New Dulux Soft White, because everyone's a softie at heart.
Word. We asked you which of these offences Grace Jones was arrested for. The answer is possession of an illegal weapon, a pair of spiked S&M handcuffs.
And welcome back to The Word. This series, they fixed what was wrong with the show. They hired me. But I wasn't the only one here supplying Yanko vision. As you might have noticed, we are obsessed with Americans, especially sinister ones.
Crime Beat magazine hopes to feed America's hunger for crime news. It gives the lurid lowdown on the women who can't resist a murderer, America's bloodiest home video, and the kids who go to school with guns. With a violent assault every 6 minutes in the States, there's no shortage of stories or readers. Crime Beat's only on its 3rd issue, but it's already a sellout.
I think people like to read about it because they feel lucky it didn't happen to them. They might have had a bad day, but at least they weren't slaughtered at McDonald's.
America's like a giant war zone, and everybody here gets to be a part of it.
Crime Beat just loves those criminal superstars, serial killers. It simply couldn't resist a lurid reference to the rotting genital organ found in the Milwaukee Maniac's kettle.
I don't think there's anything lurid about our magazine, and I certainly don't think we're glamorizing crime.
And all crime magazines are caught in that ridiculous way of they have to pretend to be trying to do something good for people, when basically they're celebrating the worst in all humans, is why I read it.
This is Dallas, home of veterinary cosmetic surgeon Bill Saunders.
Sometimes in animals they'll have unsightly wrinkles, just like in the case of women who have tucks done underneath their chin. and they can remove these little pieces of skin. We decide to do cosmetic surgery as far as we think is comfortable for the animal. But as long as we can regulate the pain and not put the animal through a lot of discomfort, we feel it can go as far as you would like to take it.
It weighs very heavy on my conscience that I consider my dogs my best friend and then make them go through the surgery. So why do this? And why isn't it outlawed in the United States? I think it's a difference in the way that we see dogs in the United States. I don't think we really see dogs as a live mammal with feelings.
If you were to ask if doing cosmetic surgery were a bit weird, maybe I prefer people who are a little bit more fun, maybe a little bit weird. I don't know what normal is, or I don't know what crazy is, but a little bit crazy is more fun for me.
It's 7 a.m. in Beverly Hills, one of the richest suburbs in the entire world. Most of its residents are waking up in fabulous mansions, washing in ensuite bathrooms, and looking through walk-in wardrobes. But for an estimated 1,000 women, the charmed life of this suburban paradise has soured.
And everything they once took for granted has gone. Barbara has lived in Beverly Hills all her life. She has her own hairstylist, a full wardrobe of designer clothes, and over 150 pairs of shoes. What sets her apart is that for 4 years she has had no home. At night she parks in a quiet street and sleeps in her car. This is homelessness, Hollywood style.
Well, when there's no place else to go, there isn't much other alternative.
Unlike the millions of other homeless Americans, these women are most concerned with keeping up appearances.
Well, I do go to the salon as often as necessary because I feel so much better when I do. I really appreciate the efforts of the hairstylist.
Barbara clings to the dream that she will one day regain her lost lifestyle, but most of these women never do.
I just look at this as an adventure in life, and I'm in the front row seat watching it happen. It's like it goes by on a movie, and it's a story that never touched me.
It may look like any other Love Game show, but it certainly doesn't smell or taste like any other Love Game show. Where most only get to first base, Studs goes all the way. Since it hit U.S. screens this autumn, Studs has become the hottest game show in the country. So what's it all about? Host Mark DiCarlo explains.
Here's the deal, pay attention. We have 2 guys, 3 women. We send them all on blind dates. That's 6 blind dates. All 5 people come back here on the set, and we talk about what happened. It's that simple.
Typical studs and studettes have big hairdos, hard bodies, and big primary sexual characteristics. They may not be smart, but they know exactly what they want.
My ideal woman would have to be a woman.
Sexy with a tight butt.
Long, sexy legs.
And he has to have beautiful, gorgeous hands, and he has to know what to do with them, too.
The word.
That's the international flavour we've got, and that's why we've had plenty of Americans on the show. But we've also had a lot of things that we like on it, too, like lots of talking about sex.
Based on a 4-letter word. No, it's not the one Sean Ryder used last week. It's love.
I'm not sure anything comes close to sex, but if you do it right. But I'm kidding. Make the joke, man.
How can you tell? On the first night, you go with a fella. How can you tell if he's got a little willy? How? Because he goes straight down on your muff.
It's true. They've all asked me to ask you, really, how big your chest is.
It's not as big as yours.
Well, listen. I don't flirt with anybody, Terry. Yes, I want you to prove that my chest is bigger than yours. Come on. Okay.
Am I going to get to do the same to you now?
Of course you can, but after the show.
Do they always have full penetrative sex in the films that you make?
Well, if it looks like they're supposed to, then they are. There are some that they're not doing it, and I don't mean to make it look like they are then, but if it looks like they are, they are.
Have you got a small part for me? That kind of thing.
Have you got a small part for us, really?
Oh, no.
Look, he looks like he has a big one.
Oh, my God.
Do you have to think quite long and hard before you decided to take that part?
Long and hard?
All right.
Talking of size, we gave one woman's mouth a boost with a collagen lip injection, live on the show.
Terry, while he's at it, I know you need something enlarging. Do you mind if we road test it? And them, rather. And can we get Richard from Right Said Fred over here? Come on.
Oh, delicious.
Your body over here. Can you give her a snub, please?
I think so. Where's the camera?
There, do it there.
He's putting his tongue right in there.
How was that?
That was very good.
Yes?
That was very good. Oh, Miss Patrick.
You're very sexy.
Beautiful.
But I never thought you'd mention it.
And what do you think sexy about yourself?
Well, I got up this morning, I started comparing myself to your guy, John Taylor, and I said to myself, well, if he's
There's a big
sexy...
difference, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a big difference, but maybe you're into chocolate ice cream.
Well, you'll be finding out a little later on. Gosh, made me blush.
Now, when Amanda went on her honeymoon, we did find an ideal replacement for her in her very posh and well-educated younger brother, Bruiser de Cadenet. Now, when Bruiser appeared, it made such an impact that we had more phone calls about him than anything else on the programme in the whole series. And to be honest with you, I can't imagine why.
Listen, I got an education. Some people got an education, you know, Terry.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Well, that's not too good a start, is it? Anyway, I think you two ought to go off and make yourself more acquainted. So, I'll see you later. Go off and have a chat or whatever. Well, listen, go off and make yourself more acquainted. Go and do whatever you want to do. Go ahead. So off you go. Good luck. Great Britain.
well.
So, well, listen, all I can say is if you do anything, you must wear a condom, OK? Because there's all these sort of diseases around at the moment, OK? OK, right, calm down. I think I'm going to wander around the audience and try and find myself someone appropriate now.
That's right. Well, first, we've got, with their first live TV performance ever, a very special band, Daisy Chainsaw, with Love Your Money.
And just for Bruiser, here's some of the British bands we had on the show.
Firstly enough, a lot of people's favourite moments on The Word are when things go wrong, and strangely enough, there have been one or two rare occasions during this series when that sort of thing's happened.
So join me later for some sex, schnapps, and glue vine. Bye! Mind her
Katie there investigating, sorry about it. It's all falling apart, isn't it? Commander?
Okay, are we on?
Yeah, you are.
Here we are. This is definitely one of the best shows I've ever done.
Danny, what are you doing in the middle of the corridor?
Yep.
Danny.
Hi, Terry. Hi,
Hiya.
I can't speak to you with this.
Katie, where are you?
He's in
Manchester. You can have word with him.
Terry, did you just make a lovable Mancunian quip there? It was so dry, I can't even hear it.
Back to the brainy Amanda Academy. How about you now, love?
Oh, I'm on, am I? Anyway, so...
Calling him now, and I'm also a stunt woman. I do all my own stunts.
This is what we do to rock.
We're going to have a look at a little piece which we filmed in LA. I should say we're going to look at a little piece that we filmed.
So easy, Terry. You make it look.
It is.
You just make it look so easy.
Where's my Valentine's card?
Deep down.
Right.
On that monthly front.
Listen.
Boom, boom.
Okay, I think it's worth mentioning, Frank, that the jellies were supplied by the in-house ward chef, Kevin. So they are professional 5-standard jellies.
Fox goes for the big one, a big bucket full. And it's very difficult to call this match at this particular moment.
How do you think you did? Don't be afraid.
I think she would ask for
The audience will decide later on. I think they're already voting with the jelly. I wasn't meant to be in the fight, but it looks like I am. So, Terry, do you want to come over here and bail me out?
There's nothing like quality TV, though, eh?
Oh, hey.
Word.
I tell you, it all looks like it just happens that way, but believe me, we rehearse it for hours. And that's it, the end of another series. But before we sign off, or more likely after that, go and sign on, a reminder that you can enjoy yet more highlights in the summer on Channel 4 of the best of the Word.
And we'll be back live probably later on in the year. Now we'll leave you with what could be said as my favorite of the whole series. Good night.
Now, anybody, please don't try this at home or in your local laundrette even. This is a very dangerous feat, and Rick's a professional escapologist who gets paid a lot of money for this, and you won't, so remember that. Here we go. You would not believe this guy's 6 foot tall. Oh my God. 6 foot from head to toe inside a laundrette machine. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the British television premiere of Washing Machine Escapology. Go! How do you know when everything's okay? Does he give you a special sign?
Yes, he gives me a signal. In fact, you should watch for it.
No.
2 fingers.
2-finger signal. Wow. It's getting all washed up here. Wow. Woo! Anybody got any socks they'd like to throw in? Okay. Here we go.
Oh, a little out of breath. What was the time on that?
It was 105.
105. I think that was a personal best today.
Hey, give a hand! Woo! Excellent, excellent.
The bird.
I always end up with a dog, mate.
Nice one there.
Yes, but you are teeny groove.
The bird.
Stop filming.
Come here, baby.